Hey guys, Devin Gridley at All Father Fitness, and today we're going to be talking about all the supplements that I take, the reason you should take them, the reason you may not want to take them, all the things I can possibly go over. I'm going to go over what is in them, what is good for what's in them, like what it does for your body, and why you should not take them. So first we're going to start off with protein. Obviously, that's everyone's first choice as a supplement because a lot of people say it's not something that you need, which is fairly true. You don't need to take a protein supplement if you are going to put on muscle. You don't need to. You can get it from eating lots of protein. But for people that don't know, to effectively put on muscle, you need to at least have zero point 0.8 grams per pound of body muscle, like how much muscle you have. So that's kind of hard to determine. So, you could do 0 0.8 per pound of body weight, and then you do 1 gram per pound of body muscle. But that's just too hard to calculate. So, 0.8 per how much you weigh. So you multiply how much you weigh, and then 0.8 of that. There you go. It's a lot easier just to do 1 gram per pound of body weight. That's a little bit over, but whatever. You do however you want. So I do 1 gram per pound of body weight. So I have to take around 140. That's a little bit above, but it's easier than 136. That's just an odd number, and that upsets me. So yeah, an even number, 140, and I have to take 140 grams. Like, you can't, fitting 140 grams into 3-4 meals a day is very difficult. And a lot of people say that it's impossible because you can only have a certain amount of protein per meal that you have. You can't ingest that much protein. I don't believe in that. I don't know why they say that. That's just stupid. Like, you don't, once you have protein, it doesn't just instantly absorb into your stomach. Like, it's not how anything works. You have to take it, you have to digest it, and protein is something that is very, not hard to digest, but it takes longer than something like carbs to digest. So yeah, it takes a very long time, so I don't know why people say that. But anyways, we're going to talk about the proteins that I take. So I used to only have one. I used to just get my normal shake. Everyone gets this. And it's usually vanilla, chocolate, peanut butter, cookies and cream. You know, it's just your normal dairy supplement. Or you put it in dairy, like milk, and it comes in whatever flavor you want. I've had a lot of protein shakes, I've tried a lot of different types of protein, and this is by far the best one that I've ever tried for a lot of reasons. One reason being, it comes with 34 grams of protein per serving. That's a lot of protein. Normally it's only 20 grams per serving, so you're getting almost 1.5 more protein in one scoop than you are in just normal any other scoop. So that's obviously very good. That's a very big plus. That's probably the biggest plus you can get out of this. The second thing I really liked about this protein is the fact that it comes in 3 different types of protein. So, but if you don't know, there is whey protein isolate and whey protein concentrate. This comes with both of them. So you can take it pre your workout, you can take it post workout. It doesn't matter. I never believed in it matters when you take your protein, but if for some reason you do, this is something you should go for. And the third protein actually isn't whey at all. It comes from egg whites, and I found that really interesting, especially since eggs are so healthy for you. They come with a lot of benefits to you, but it only comes with egg whites, not the yolk, so you don't got to worry about that. But yeah, it comes with egg white protein. Thought that was really cool, and it just gives you a little bit more benefit to what you're putting in your body, right? Now, almost every single protein shake comes with amino acids in it. That's what it is. It's in a whey protein. Protein is an amino acid, or it's amino acids, and that helps you build muscle. So this has a lot of amino acids. It comes with BCAAs, it comes with EAAs, it comes with ones that aren't even listed under any of the amino acid categories, and has a bunch of different measurements. I don't know why all the measurements are such odd numbers, but I'm not going to go over that. It doesn't matter. There's amino acids in it because it's protein. Every protein has amino acids in it. This happens to have a lot because it has 3 different types of protein in it. And so that's obviously good. The more amino acids you have in your protein, the better it is for you. So always keep a lookout on that. I'm not going to go over what's in it exactly because I can't pronounce half of them, and then just going over that, it's just kind of pointless. So, and if you're wondering where I got this, I got it from NutriShop. Literally just walk into a store of NutriShop and you'll see this. It's like their most advertised thing. It's all over the store. Heavily recommend, and it is called I don't know how you'd say that, Pro-7 synthesis, whatever. It's red, says synthesis on it, and, it's amazing. So definitely recommend that. Now, I do have this protein, which is really, really cool. There's nothing crazy special about this one, like that one having the 3 different types of protein in it. This has nothing crazy special about it like that. It just is a whey protein, and it does its job. It's 20 grams per serving, and there's 20 servings in it, and it's super, super cheap. I get it from My Protein. I would get a lot of my supplements except the big protein thing because I would get a better price on this going to NutriShop, especially since I don't have to pay for shipping on it. Something that big and that heavy, I think this is like, so somewhere on it, it's like 5 pounds, shipping 5 pounds in that shape. It just costs a lot more than you'd want to pay when you could just go to a shop and get it, But this is from My Protein, and so is my pre-workouts from My Protein. And the reason I recommend it is because for some reason My Protein is always having a 50% sale. I've known about My Protein for a long time, but I've never bought from them. In the last 2 months, I've bought twice from them. I bought clothing and supplements, obviously. And I got, everything that I've gotten so far has been half off and even more, which is bonkers. And they're actually having a 50% off sale right now, and I just ended up buying a bunch more workout clothes because why the heck not, They're really good quality as well. I wear a lot of them. I'm sure you've seen. I guess you can't see sweatpants. But anyways, yeah, definitely recommend. I'm not sponsored by them, but if My Protein ever sees this video and you want to sponsor me, that would be pretty awesome. But the special thing about this particular whey protein is the fact that it is a clear whey protein. It's also isolate. I'm sure you could probably read that, but we're not going to get into that. It doesn't really matter. The reason the clear is so special, is because you don't have to mix it in milk. Milk isn't exactly the cheapest thing in the world. You don't want to be having a shake every single day. It's just a lot. It's a lot. So this is really nice, especially if you're getting bored of having your normal dairy shakes. And I know I have. For the last 2 years, I've had one of these almost every single night. It gets tedious after a while. So having this is really, really nice. It tastes like strawberries. It's just a new flavor. Getting a new flavor is awesome, be it a normal one or this. But having something that, it's just not the norm. You don't put it in milk. You could put this in water and it still tastes fantastic. If you put this thing in water, it tastes like dog shit, and I'm sure a lot of you know that. So it's really nice. And you can also mix it with the pre-workout and it tastes fantastic. You can mix it with any type of, fruity. This is strawberry. They have a bunch of different ones. They have watermelon. They have cherry. They just got all types of stuff. I just went with this one because why the heck not? And it's great. It does its job, and that's what I bought it for. So next thing we will cover is the pre-workout. I also got this from My Protein, and this is by far one of the best pre-workouts I have ever had. And I've had 4 or 5 pre-workouts, all of them being from C4 except this one. And C4 has some pretty good stuff, but their stuff is like hardcore. It's for people that, I like to go crazy in the gym. I like to slam weights around. I like to lift a lot of weight. I like to be a badass in the gym. I'm sure everyone can agree with that. And I think C4 is like the meth of the supplement world. Like, it really, really is. And if you haven't tried any, I'd recommend trying it just to see how it is. If you have like a buddy who has it, ask him for a scoop one time. It's crazy shit. But this is nice. It's like, it's not so much that you're going crazy. It's just enough of everything to do its job very, very well without, just making you go crazy. So that's really nice. So it comes with 4 things that we're going to talk about. It comes with caffeine, beta-alanine, L-citrulline, and creatine inside of it. And those are the 4 main things we're going to talk about. So caffeine, I'm sure you all know what that does, but it has 150 milligrams of caffeine, which is, I think, a really nice blend. It's a little bit over a coffee, maybe 2 cups of coffee, depends on where you get your coffee, if you made your coffee, whatever. So it has a nice amount of caffeine, not enough to where you're just bouncing and you're shaking and all that good stuff. It's just enough to, if you're having a long day at work or you're really tired, you take this and you're good to go. You can go to the gym, you can crush a workout taking this. So I really like it for that, especially since I work really hard all day. I work 8 hours and I do manual labor. Like, sometimes I really do need this, which is really nice. And this does have beta-alanine in it. A lot of people don't like beta-alanine, but if you don't know what that is, beta-alanine is something that, what it does for your body is it actually gives you more endurance in your muscles. So it'll basically give you more, like if you're doing a really high intensity, if you did, like on Monday, you do a really, really intense workout, like as tense as you could possibly go, not on beta, and then the next week you're fully recovered, whatever, and you do it again, and you take beta, you'll probably know a big significant difference. It makes you want to move around more. Like, it just gives you more energy. It's a crazy feeling, and the reason people don't like it is because it gives you this thing called the beta-alanine itch, and that only happens when you stop moving, or in my case, that's what happens to me. If I stop moving for a long period of time, it'll start to itch, and different pre-workouts are different. So the itch is very minimal. It's not nearly as much as in C4. In C4, I felt it like everywhere on my body. I was itching unless I was moving and I was lifting weight. And the worst place I felt it was right in the tips of my ears. It was really odd. It was a really odd feeling. But this is just like a light buzz, like around your entire body. So it's more like even, I guess you could say. And it only is really there if you stop moving. And if you're at the gym, you shouldn't really be stopping. So you know what I mean? So it just makes you have more energy. It makes you be able to lift longer, be more intense, take shorter rest periods, and it just helps with things like drop sets, supersets, all that good stuff. And it's just really nice. And the next thing is it comes with 4 grams of L-citrulline. And if you don't know what L-citrulline is, it's a amino acid that is naturally occurring in the body, and you'll know why. Most things that you find in supplements are naturally occurring in the body, but it's a supplement because you need more of it because it's hard to get all of it that your body needs. But that isn't the case with this. But what it does do is it opens up blood flow. It allows more blood flow to your muscles, and what that means is a better pump. And if you get a better pump, you feel infinitely better. I'm sure anybody who's worked out has gotten a pump, and it's like the best feeling in the world. It's addicting. So this increases the pump, as well as it just makes the pump better in every way, which is awesome. So I don't know why you wouldn't want that. It's an amazing thing. As well as, if you didn't know, I think I've talked about this on the channel once before, but there is a study that has came out, I can't remember, but it talks about how site-specific fat loss may actually occur through increased blood flow. So if you have, let's say, you have a lot of fat in your arms. We'll just do this as an example. You have a lot of fat in your arms, and you want to lose all the fat. So you go and do bicep curls. You just do a bunch of bicep curls or triceps or, whatever. You do a bunch of arm exercises. It increases blood flow. And then you go and do cardio. How the blood is flowing, it has more blood flow to your arms than the rest of your body because you previously worked it out. The blood is going to take the calories from the fat that you have in your arms and use it as the energy so you can complete your cardio session. So that is technically site-specific fat loss, and that's always been a myth. It's actually been disproven. You can't do that. It's just calories in, calories out. That's how you lose weight. But this study, and it does make sense that if you increase blood flow to an area where there's a lot of fat and you do cardio afterwards, burning a lot of calories and a lot of fat off your body, then it's going to burn it's going to burn more fat in the places that have more blood flow. And this is why a lot of people have fat around their midsection, they have love handles, they have it in their lower back and their lower stomach. You don't have a lot of blood flow there because you don't have a lot of muscle there, obviously. You're going to lose a lot more fat in your arms first because you have veins all over your arms. You can visibly see how many veins are in your arms. If you look at your stomach, you don't see any veins, you know what I mean? So that's a big reason on why people aren't able to lose weight right there. But that's what L-citrulline does. And then creatine. So I actually take a real creatine supplement right up in here. I also get this from NutriShop if you're willing to go and get it. This is like $25, 500 grams. That's 100 servings. That's a lot. That's a really good deal. But yeah, creatine. This is a big supplement. I think every person that's into supplements, like you already knew everything about all this, you definitely know about creatine. But if you don't know what creatine is, it's a naturally occurring, or not naturally occurring because your body does not make it. You get it from eating proteins such as meat and fish and such. Animal protein, not vegan protein, so sucks, sorry. But what it does is it vastly helps you build ATP. And if you don't know what ATP is, if for some reason you just skip biology class, that is the energy that your body uses the most, especially muscles. So it helps you build ATP. And the more ATP you have, the more energy you have, the more you can lift, the more often you can lift, the more you can lift in strength, the more intense you can be because you'll have more energy in your muscles. And I take 5 milligrams a day plus the 2 grams that are in here. But creatine pre-workout, as in like before your workout, doesn't work as well. I read the studies. It works a lot better because you have the time to actually process it and it do its job in making ATP. So if you're taking creatine, make sure to take it after your workout. But yeah, it increases ATP in your body, especially in your muscles. So you'll be able to lift more weight. You'll be able to lift more weight in the sense of like more intensely, as well as lifting actual more weight, because how strength works is it's explosive energy. It's not endurance. You pick the weight up, you put it down, it's really fast, it's explosive, you use a lot of energy for it, and that is what ATP is used for, explosive energy like that. So it increases your strength. And people say, oh, it doesn't work, it blah blah, people always have something to say. Creatine 100% works, and if it doesn't, then I have the craziest genetics alive, because before quarantine, I don't know if you guys keep up with the strength standards that I have on my Instagram. I post them like once every month to see where I'm at and my body composition, the whole shebang, and I post my lifts. Pre-quarantine, my lifts were as follows: 170 on the bench press, 340 on the sumo deadlift, 315 on the conventional deadlift, and 235 on the squat. And those are, my bench press probably wasn't at 170 because I got that way before quarantine happened, like probably 8 months or something before quarantine actually happened. So I don't know what it was at. I didn't test my strength that much. But I know the rest of the lifts are on there. You can go and see them. After quarantine, a week after coming back from my trip, I hit 315 conventional and sumo, and then I hit 165, maybe 160 on the bench press, and then this week I hit 270, or not 270, 260 on the squat. I hit 350 on the sumo deadlift, and I hit a 170 bench press. That means I not only got to my strength standards, what they were before quarantine, but I blew some of them out of the water, especially with my squat and my sumo deadlift. With only one training day, I was able to jump my sumo deadlift from 315 to 350, beating my previous PR that I had set a year previous. In my bench press, I got up to 170. I got it up in 10 pounds in a week. That's bonkers. And then the squat, after one training day, I managed to get it from 225. It was 235 the pre-quarantine. 225, I set it 2 weeks ago, and then this week I set it at 260 pounds. That is an incredible jump, and that's like it would make sense if I hit all my PRs, like I got all my PRs back, and that's where they were. I blew 2 of my lifts out of the water, completely out of the water, and the only thing I've changed in my training, besides stopping and then starting and stopping and starting because of the quarantine, is the fact that I've been taking this. That's the only thing that has changed. Only thing. And I'm eating more protein. Only things I've changed. And we know the fact, and I'm lighter. I'm lighter than I was pre-quarantine. Pre-quarantine, I was 142. I am now 136. I'm lifting more weight, lighter than I was before, with only a few weeks of training. That doesn't make any sense. So the only things that I've changed, eating more protein and taking creatine. So do those 2 things, and apparently you'll blow all your PRs out of the water. But yeah, so these are all that I take. When I used to know anything about supplements, I used to take BCAAs as well, but I've watched many videos and read many papers explaining that BCAAs do something. They do something. I'll give the credit of that, because they're amino acids. They have to do something. They're protein, 7 grams of protein. But what people don't realize is, like I said before, this and this have amino acids in them. So why would you take BCAAs on top of taking this, as well as the protein that you eat in the day? It just makes no sense. As well as the fact that BCAAs only come with a few of the amino acids that you actually need to complete the amino acid chain. So you have to get the rest by eating food. So why not just eat more food and then just take this, and it's the same thing. You wouldn't have to spend all that money on BCAAs. And a lot of people think that it has better recovery. Oh, BCAAs help you recover better, faster, whatever, than normal protein does. It's actually completely false. There's a study where people trained for weeks. If I could find it, I would. Sorry, I can't. I tried, could not. But there was a study, people training and taking BCAAs, and then training and taking whey protein, and people who took whey said that they recovered a lot faster, that they were less sore, all that good stuff, and that makes complete sense. I don't know why people think taking 7 grams of broken up proteins instead of potentially 34 grams of also broken up protein, but just, it just doesn't make sense. There's literally like 4 times as much protein in this than a BCAA scoop, so it just doesn't make sense to buy and use BCAAs. And that's really the only thing I have to say about any other, supplement. There's hundreds of other supplements I could talk about, especially how many times I've gone into NutriShop and they're trying to sell me some garbage, thing. Apparently they can bottle ATP now, and you just take a pill and you have infinite ATP, and they say to take it with creatine because it mobilizes better or something. They say all their garbage and blah, blah, blah. When you go in there, go what you came for. This and maybe this. That's it. Don't let them sell you anything, because it's all garbage. Don't take any of their crap. They're salespeople. That's their job. But, they don't need to do that. Okay? They should just stop selling crap. If they sold good stuff, they wouldn't need to sell it. It would sell itself. Sorry, but it's true. That's really all I got on supplements. I was actually very surprised that I never managed to make this video before. But if you actually learned something from this video, please like the video. Comment down below what helped you. Maybe you want to know where you can get this. I'll give you a link, whatever. Post questions, comments, all that good stuff down in the comments. Watch any of my other videos. They're going to be right here, I believe. Somewhere right here. Yep, I'll be right there. Watch some of those and like them too if you like them. Just a thought. Helps the YouTube algorithm. Gets me more subscribers. Continues to... It acknowledges the fact that I need to keep making videos because you guys like them. And, that means a lot. So, yeah, I'm just going on and on. I'll see you in the next one.